Hi, Dyslexic Genius. I'm back on the Columbia Q, and in a previous video I told you we took off this retaining ring. And what happened with this is it wouldn't come apart. I used mouse milk, I put a flame on the nut, and it still wouldn't come apart. And if my angel can focus in on the screw, you can see this screw right here is totally rusted in place. And it would not come apart on me. So I went to Gibbs. This is the nuclear penetrating fluid. Mouse milk works on everything, but sometimes you need to step it up a notch, and I had to. Once I got it apart, I have it apart, but I want to show you something. This piece has the half nut, and there's a spring inside. So you have to be careful taking it apart. So what I do is I just come in here gently with a flat tip screwdriver, because there's a pin here and a pin here that's holding everything together. And you can see they come through here too. So I come in and I just gently pry it, and it will just pop like that. And once you pull this out, then this piece is stuck in here with a spring hooked to this little piece. Now we can see the horrible crystallized varnish from the oil and stuff they use, and the rust in here. And this happens. Luckily, this is a 632 screw that holds it together. So this is relatively available. And then we'll retap this 632 on both sides and insert 2 new screws instead of 1. And you can see how that's corroded. This takes a lot of work.
Now, how you get all that crud off?
This, I'm going to soak this now in Evapo-Rust to get rid of all this. The Gibbs will take a lot of it off. You could probably spray it and then brush it with a wire brush to get it off with a little Gibbs. But you can see all the crud. And take this handle off. And you can see all this in here, even on the other side.
So the little spring is okay?
The little spring is okay. And that's, when you're taking this apart, the spring is in good condition. It isn't broken on either end. This little end hooks to that piece right here.
Okay, why didn't you just start with this Gibbs, and where did you get Gibbs?
I got this off Amazon. I don't use it very often, but when I use mouse milk all the time. It really works. But I wanted to be, it just wouldn't come apart. And you will run into this problem sometimes.
Is Gibbs stronger?
Oh, Gibbs is much stronger. I put some Gibbs on it, went and had a cup of coffee, came back, and it finally broke loose. But that's how it works on restoration. Sometimes you got to keep upping the count to get a little tougher with it, but you don't want to break anything. And that's my tip for the day.